Green light, watch that green light. Man, I work so hard, get the team.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Toughest Balls is back on your airways on this Friday, May 28th, headed into June. What's good, my brother?
Hey, enjoying this weather, getting ready for this Nick game. We're excited. We're happy. Let's roll.
Hey, we got a lot going on today, man. We got a lot. Of course, you can see us both all jerseyed up today. So you know we're talking about the NBA, of course. NBA, of course. And baseball still going on. So we want, gotta talk about some things there. You know what I mean? Especially with our squad, the Yankees, you know what I'm saying? And got some boxing that my brother had to remind me. Big match coming in August. Yeah. But I think first we gotta get back to the NBA.
Yeah, definitely.
A couple years ago, we were supposed to do this list. We were supposed to do our top 10. We talked about this a long time ago.
Yeah,
that was 2019, bro. I think that was 2019. We said we're gonna put our list together. Right. So it's all going on now, buzzing. It's the only thing I had to get excited about because game tonight.
That uniform of yours you don't got too much to be excited about.
I'm like, you know what I'm saying? This is like it's like Rocky 1 getting Rocky getting his butt kicked, just taking it. Tough. He's just taking it. But hey, my brother said he was gonna wear his jersey today, so he was all nicked out. So I'm like, I gotta rep my squad, even though we going down with the Titanic. You know what I'm saying?
Heart of a fan, heart of a champion.
Hey. You know how we doing in the Northeast. You know what I'm saying?
It's called loyalty.
Exactly. That's how we, that's just I don't know if it's a CT thing, but that's just how we do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we gonna do our basically greatest all-time top 10 in the NBA. And I'm kind of excited about getting into my list because I had to move someone out. That's one of my all-time favorite players personally. I'm just saying from a personal level, I had to do that, bro. I had to go off, what's real. We could, us as fans, we can get all hyped up and put all our faves.
Right. And remember, this is just our personal top 10. Yeah.
That's why we say personal.
Yes.
I had to give some respect on this list as well, bro. So who gonna go first? Should I go first or
be my guest?
You want me to go first? I'll go first. You know what I'm saying?
I broke mine down into categories. I broke mine down as like I'll tell you in my top 10, I have 3 centers, 4 guards, and 3 forwards.
You got 3 centers?
3 centers.
Okay. I want to say, okay, just keep that right there because I got a few on my list as well.
Okay.
And
let's start.
I at number 10, folks, who I started with, and then you know what I'm saying? To be honest, I never was really into him. I always thought he was boring, but this guy was efficient. He was he was dependable. He became a superstar, winning multiple championships, and in at number 10. And let me just say before I get started, bro, with this list, I didn't add players I didn't watch. Personally, I didn't, so there's no Oscar Robinsons. There's no Wilt Chamberlains. There's no Bill Russells. I didn't see them.
Wow. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So these are players that you
watch, and there's only one player that didn't win a championship that's on this list.
Okay.
Okay, in that number 10, who I said, I always thought he was boring, but Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan, efficient, multiple championships, recent inductee into the Hall of Fame, and deservingly so, because sometimes with the NBA Hall of Fame, sometimes they be putting guys in, I'll be like, I don't know about that dude, but it's not like
you gotta shake your head.
It's not like the Football Hall of Fame. You gotta earn it.
Yes.
Football Hall of Fame.
There's some that you scratch your head and you say, he don't belong there. Why is he there?
Yeah. But so in at number 10, Tim Duncan.
Okay.
And at number 9, I had to go with my guy. At first, I didn't have him on the list because I had a personal fave in there. Kobe Bryant. I put Kobe up in there. You know what I mean? I'll let you know who I moved away afterwards, who I took off the list. So Kobe Bryant in at number 9. At number 8, I got AI, Allen Iverson.
Wow.
Because he culturally changed the NBA. Guys start braiding their hair, they start dressing different, tattoos, and he's a cultural icon. Is AI.
So he's there for specific reasons.
Yeah, I gave those reasons. He's an icon. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He's cultural.
Practice. Talking about practice, right?
Practice.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I got AI number 8, and of course the first center. I mean, he was an all-around great player. Hakeem Olajuwon. I had to put Hakeem Olajuwon on the list. And
great ball player.
All around. The first center you saw a move like that.
Right.
You never saw a center move like that before, and didn't know how to play before he got into college. And look what he became.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
fair enough.
Hakeem Olajuwon, number 7. And at number 6, he's won multiple championships. And this is one of my first personal faves that's on the list. That's D Wade. He put a team on his back in his early years. A team that had Shaq, a team that had Alonzo Mourning. And those two told him, this is your team. You got to take over. And they were down that series, and what they do, he put the team on his back, and they came back and they won. And of course, he assisted LeBron James with those other championships, with Chris Bosh. So Dwayne Wade at number 6. And of course, at number 5, another personal fave, but a UConn legend.
Oh,
a UConn legend.
Wow.
Won multiple championships and was a major piece of those championships. You know who I'm going to say. Ray Allen. Ray Allen at number 5. And then early in career had a Hollywood movie, like with Denzel. Like, come on, show some respect to the UConn legend. To the UConn legend. Not just anybody get a movie with Denzel. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Number 4. This is the first center I saw that had a shot that no one could stop. He's on the all-time scoring. Number 1 on the scoring list. And I saw him at an old age, so I didn't get to see him when he was young. I'm talking about older age. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, a shot, the hook shot, nobody could stop. Even when before he retired, they still couldn't stop the shot.
Alias Lou Alcindor.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even going off I'm going off what I saw personally with the Lakers. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So number 4, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Then at number 3, this dude came into the league breaking backboards. He had Orlando going crazy. Orlando thought they were going to win a championship. Your guy used to hate on him so much, Patrick Ewing. hated playing against Shaq. Shaq pushed them around, pushed him, David Robinson. He pushed all of them around. Shaquille O'Neal in at number 3.
Ooh, Shaq, number 3. Wow. Okay.
In a cultural icon, movies, rap, albums, sold millions. Come on, man. Cultural icon.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a pretty good top 10 list.
Still doing commercials. You know what I'm saying? Still doing commercials. Got, TNT. Got multiple. Yeah. I mean, Shaq got a lot going on still.
Yeah. Papa John's.
All that, bro. He's getting it. He's getting the bread.
Yeah.
In at number 2, care what no one says, this greatest point guard in the history of the NBA. Won a championship. His rookie season with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar down, he had to play the 5. A rookie, again, I say. No one in the history of the NBA could pass like this man. We've never seen somebody. LeBron is maybe the close, a little bit, but no one could pass, no look pass, hearing. You didn't know who he was giving the ball to on a fast break. The man that was the center of Showtime. Irvin, Magic Johnson, at number 2, and at number 1, I hated this guy when I was a kid.
I think me and you both.
He broke my heart multiple times. I always betted against him in the finals.
Yeah.
His first finals, I thought the Lakers was schooling them in that first game. But then the lion woke up. The king of the jungle took over. 3 back-to-back championships, left, went to play baseball for, personal reason. He left basketball, then came back and got another. Okay, He
gambled.
He had some personal stuff, his dad and all that craziness that happened to his dad. The man's sneakers are still selling to this day.
I got a pair.
Over and over, and I'm wearing a pair right now. The man had one of the greatest documentaries of the pandemic. And I'm talking, if you don't know who I'm talking about right now, I'm talking about MJ, not Michael Jackson. Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Michael Jordan. Yeah. That's my top 10, bro. That's my top 10. I thought about it. I don't talk about it all day because you saw I sent it to you like yesterday evening.
Yeah.
So I had to think about it. Had, personal phase, but I had to put some, it's a bunch in there I didn't like. I never liked Tim Duncan, never liked Kobe. Of course, I like Allen Iverson, Hakeem Olajuwon, and the rest. But I had to take Kevin Garnett off and put Kobe in there.
Yeah.
So that's who I took off the list. You know what I'm saying? I had to put Kobe in that because what Kobe has done, he was basically the shadow of, he mimicked everything MJ did, and he did it well and for a long time. So I had to put Kobe up in there.
Great person to copy after too.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I'm ready to hear the freaking Puerto Rican top 10. I know it's some superstar legends from
my top 10. My top 10 has a little bit of old school and a little bit of new school.
Okay.
So and basically I like myself, I've watched a little bit more basketball than you, of course. I'm a lot older.
Yes.
But I was thinking about this yesterday. I went over the top 100 greatest athletes and all this in basketball and everything. So I'm not going to wait. Let's cut the drama. I'm just going to start right off. Now, I did have a personal favorite and somebody I followed when I was a kid. I idolized him growing up, and I got him at number 10. And At number 10 on my list is George the Iceman Gervin.
George
the Iceman Gervin. And I'll tell you why.
Finger roll.
King of the finger roll. I mean, he literally probably invented that shot. Made it popular because Wilt, I think, was doing it from the free throw line.
Well,
but
I didn't see him play, and I know about
right,
the finger.
right. And he scored over 20, I think it was over 24,000 points, maybe in his NBA career, or 19,000, something like that. I'm not sure. But he's one of the first guards that, for height advantage, because those guards in those days were 6'2", 6'3", except for Magic. Gervin was 6'8", 6'7", 6'8". He could score against anybody.
Yeah.
So if I wanted somebody to come off the bench and get me a bucket, I'm getting Ice, man. Hey, Ice, come here. Yeah, I'm putting him in. So he's my number 10. At number 9, they used to call him the Claw, and then he changed that to Dr. J. Julius Erving is number 9.
Dr. J.
If it wasn't for Julius Erving, we wouldn't have no Michael Jordans, no Dominique Wilkins, no Vince Carters, nobody doing dramatic dunks, and nobody did it at that time like Julius.
No one do it like that.
And not only on the court, but off the court too. He was an ambassador. You never heard his name in the drama lines, never heard his name out there. He was always quiet, went about his business. Solid ball player all around. When he came over from the ABA to the NBA, he uplifted the NBA a little bit. Until Magic and Bird got there, which then they had all 3 of them there at the same time. So he's my number 9.
Okay.
At number 8, Kobe Bryant. Kobe is 8. Yes. Kobe gets in at number 8. Like you said, and you was talking about this earlier, he copied himself after one of the greatest basketball players ever.
Yes.
And he did a good job at it too. I mean, mimicking every shot.
Yes. I couldn't stand him either. Oh my God. Him and Shaq broke my heart. Like,
5 championships he won. I think he won a couple MVP awards, if I'm not sure. But yeah, Kobe was the man up there in LA.
Definitely.
At 7, and I did not see this man play.
Okay.
But I think because he had better players on his teams dominated the era, and I'm talking about Bill Russell. 13 titles, 11 as a player, and 2 as a head coach player.
Yes, he was a coach player.
That says a lot. If you can coach and play at the same time and win a championship.
Yeah.
And in one of those series, they were down 3-2 and came back and won 4-3. So number 7 is Bill Russell on my list.
Okay, Bill Russell.
Number 6, another Boston legend, Larry Bird.
You got okay.
I got Bird at number 6. I think Bird was one of the smartest players in NBA history. Yeah. Not only was he slow, he couldn't jump, but he outsmarted you. Everybody was playing checkers. Bird was playing chess.
Well, he
knew exactly, and not only that, he was the biggest trash talker in the NBA.
Yeah, back then, yeah.
Yes,
Magic talked about
tell you, hey, I'm gonna go.
When they were in college, they had wars. When him and Magic had wars in college,
he'd tell you, hey, he'd tell the players on the opposite team, hey, listen, I'm going to this spot. I'm gonna get the ball, go to this spot, shoot it right, 3, and I'm gonna shoot it right in your face.
I remember those stories. Yeah,
and it's like. Byron Scott literally in the NBA championship, Bird told him that, and Scott was like, this guy literally told us to play. We still couldn't stop it.
Nope.
So Larry comes in at number 6, and then number 5, without you can't mention one without the other. Magic Johnson comes in at number 5, the greatest point guard ever.
Yes.
Did it all: rebound, assist, scoring, fast break, showtime, just like you said.
Yep.
At number 4, I saw this guy play later on in his career. I was very, very young at the time, but there's a lot of records that still will not be broken because they just can't be broken.
Yeah.
You just can't average 50 points, 30 rebounds, and 10 block shots in a season. That's impossible.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Wilt Chamberlain did it.
Chamberlain, yeah.
Wilt still did it. He comes in at number 4.
Yeah.
God, so many stories about him, especially with the women part.
Oh.
Over 1,000 from what I heard.
10,000? I thought it was 10,000.
10,000. It could be 20,000 according to Will. But I probably believe him being a star and in that era. And
I didn't believe, but that time, some of the people like, oh, that's ridiculous. Right? I don't know.
It could be true.
I remember being a kid hearing that story, and I'm like, I believe it.
yeah, me too. At number, so he's number 4. At number 3, I got LeBron James. Has to be. He's done it. And listen, LeBron, I got him at number 3. And the reason why I got him at number 3 is because when you, especially in this era, where you can go to, what is it? 11 consecutive championship games, NBA finals. Yeah. I mean, that's unheard of, especially it's like Bill Russell back in his day going to 13 straight. Or 11 or 13 or whatever the Celtics did when he was there. But he's done it all. He's lasted. I think the man can still play. He's fit. He can still play a couple more years. And I don't think he's done yet. I don't really think he's done. I think
it don't look like from the game last night. It really don't look like it.
Yeah, I think he's still not done. So he comes in at number 3 on my list. And number 2 is, like you said, the man I hated, the man that we betted against, the man, and he broke, you think he broke your heart. He broke my heart many a times, the Knicks heart. Oh, God. And especially after we had him up 3-1 sometime, 3-2. Yeah. Listen, MJ is his awards and his achievements. 6 MVP, 6 titles, 6-0 in the finals. And if it wasn't for the Pistons making Air Jordan what he is, I don't think he never would have become Air Jordan.
No, that's true.
And my greatest, and I've said this all along, at number 1 and the greatest player of all time is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Not only is he the greatest player, but I think he's the greatest player to ever do it at 3 levels. That's why I chose him as number 1. He was 72-3 or 72 in high school, won 2 state championships, went to UCLA, won 3 championships, 3 MVPs in the finals at college. The reason he couldn't get 4 was because the freshmen weren't allowed to play varsity. So his varsity team used to say the freshman team used to beat the varsity in practice all the time. Ain't that something?
Yeah, crazy.
And then you all know what he did in the NBA. He's the league leader in all-time in points, just scoring 2s.
It's 2021.
Just 2s. No 3s, just 2s.
2-pointers.
And doing it the traditional 3-point way. His record is still tops, all-time leading scorer. He had 6 championships. Teamed up with Oscar Robertson to win one in 1971. I think it was 72.
That was Milwaukee, right?
And see, like when people talk about the greatest player of all time, to me, you have to do it at all 3 levels.
Yeah.
See, you can't do it at just the NBA or just, we got players in college that were great, get to the NBA, they don't do nothing. But Kareem did it in all levels. I think Kareem came out with shooting a jump hook as soon as he was born. So, and it was the most, and to this day, it's the most unstoppable shot in NBA history.
Yes. Well, even Magic used that shot in.
The junior hook. The junior hook.
Yes, that's what they used to call it.
And then he do that against Boston too.
He did. Yep.
So so Kareem is my number 1. I mean, like you said, I could have thrown in Tim Duncan. I could have thrown in Akeem Olajuwon. I could have thrown Oscar Robertson.
Well, I don't got LeBron. I don't have LeBron on my list. So, I like LeBron.
I did. And even though I don't, personally, he's another one of those Magic.
No, you give him his respect. We both.
Yes, I'll give him respect for basketball.
Him and Kobe, we didn't really like like them, but we can't like discredit what they have done. You know what I mean?
They have done. Exactly.
You know, and we've seen it. We watched it.
Right. So I mean, that's my top 10. And like I said, number 10, I threw Gervin in there because he was my favorite player of all time. That's why I threw the Iceman.
Okay, I can respect that top 10. You know what I mean? Because I know every player, you know, that's on your list. You know, even the ones I didn't get to watch. I know, you know, Wilt and Bill Russell. You know,
just go see some highlights.
Yeah. Well, I know, but it's not the same when you actually got to watch it, especially when you're young age. Yes. It really leaves an impression on your brain when you see that.
Yes.
You know, so
correct.
Correct. So man, those are good lists, man. You know, since we did that, you know, maybe a few months from now, when the NFL season is, I think we gotta do a top 20. That
there's a lot of great players in football, man.
10 is not enough, you know. I mean, NBA, you can say 10 is not enough, but you can really, you know, scale it down to 10 and be cool with that 10. But
you can't just do
put 10 a starting team.
Yeah, you can put a starting team with just 10 players in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like 10 top. Yeah. Like you can make a top 10 list. Like my forwards would be Bird, Irving, and LeBron.
Yeah.
My two guards would be Magic, Jordan, Kobe, and Gervin. And my three centers would be Jabbar, Chamberlain, Russell. Yeah. Who's going to stop that team in their prime? I mean, in their prime.
Nobody. Their prime. Exactly.
Yeah, their prime.
Heck yeah, man. So those lists are cool. So later when the NFL season gets started, we'll put our list. We got to think about that's going to take some deep thought, you know.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I got to even go back and watch the ones I didn't see.
Yeah.
You know, I got to respect those, you know. So man, that's our list. And we're going to
feel free to comment to that. Whoever's watching.
You know what I mean? Yeah. What's your list? What is your list? What's your top 10? Your goats.
Send it to us at Toughest Balls.
Yes. At toughestballs@gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? Let us know who your top 10 goats in the NBA are. So man, we're going to keep it in the NBA. You know, the playoffs are going on. You see us both, you know, we're all jerseyed up today. And games going down tonight, Knicks and Hawks.
Oh, New York, go.
But it's just some craziness going on with fans getting back in the building, bro. And it's not a good look. I don't like it. You heard there's been instances of players saying, you know, there's been racial slurs been thrown at them and their family. I was hyped about, you know, watching the Knicks. Someone spit on Trae Young.
Yeah, that's uncalled for.
Russell Westbrook gets hurt. He's walking out, and a fan dumps popcorn on. Like, what is wrong? I understand we've been locked up for a while, bro, but I mean, it needs to be a statement made with these fans. Like put their names out there or something. I mean, this just the spitting thing, the popcorn spitting is just disgusting. I mean, all of it, the racial slur is all disgusting. It's all disgusting.
Yes, it is. And I believe that all these
what you
guys,
think that should be done? What you think should be done?
What they did in Philly, they banned the player from the arena, and he was a season ticket holder.
See, yeah, they banned it. Yeah.
Now they took away a season ticket holder, and they took away he's banned for life from the arena. You know, there's a saying, Marcus, and me and you won't know it well. You do stupid things, you get stupid results. Yep. So, I mean, that's the things that people are doing now, and for those people that continue to do that and everything, I think they should be banned from any state. Not only basketball, but I think they should be banned from any stadium. If you're going to go in with that, attitude,
that's crazy you say that. I was thinking that on the way here, and I was like, well, okay, that fan gets banned. He can just he banned from Philly. He can just go to Boston, or he can just go to
watch the game over there. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Ban him from everywhere.
It should be a league-wide ban.
Right.
Dude, like, what are you doing?
Right.
I mean,
and you're paying good money. You're a season ticket holder. What more do you want? You know, Yeah, but I'm glad the league took
swiftly,
care of that problem. Yeah. Yep, they squared it right away. They banned the fan, and he needs to be banned from everywhere in the league. And I hope that anybody else that does the same thing or does the same actions as he did are also banned.
Yeah, because I heard
from him.
In Utah, there was the whole racial slur thing. And right. It's like, I hope that fan was banned too. I mean, Utah. It is Utah. Won't go there, you know. That's another story within itself. But like you said, it is Utah. That's not the first instance. I believe Russell Westbrook had a problem in Utah before. So it's just, I mean, come on, fans are just getting back in the building, bro. And that's how we're gonna act. Adults. Right. I hope these adults don't have children. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
I hope these adults are not raising younger versions of themselves, because
that's kind of embarrassing to watch your kid watch you on TV and have your name mentioned on TV that you got banned for throwing stuff at another
video. You see the spit hit, you know, he spit on Trae Young, like spit on his back. Well, and 50 Cent was right there. 50 Cent don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, but well, like we said about Utah.
Well, I mean, I know it's New York, Madison Square Garden. I know New York is crazy, and y'all been ready for the Knicks to get back to the playoff. But as hip hop star Nori would say, you gotta relax. Like
we do have some of those crazy folks up in New York too. You know what I'm saying? It's not only in Utah, but
we're from CT, so we got a little bit of that. But we know how to, you know, that's just disrespectful. But I mean, come on, man. So
and you don't do that. That's something you don't do.
Come on, popcorn. You're throwing popcorn and racial slurs.
You were raised better than that.
Exactly. You know, if you were raised like that, then shame on your family, because that's ridiculous. So the NBA acted swiftly. You know, LeBron said he believes the NBA protect their players, and they have, but. Come on, people. We can be civil. Let's be civil. Right. It's sports. We just getting it back. We wanted you back in the building. You know what I mean? So we're back. Let's do things the right way. You know what I'm saying? So before we get out the NBA, you know, we asked this a couple months ago, bro. When it comes to the East, we said which team in the East had the best shot, and of course, you said Brooklyn at winning the title this year.
Yeah.
And I looked back, I made sure I didn't bring this question up before. I looked back at all the old notes that we from previous episodes, and I had this question here: what team in the West has the best shot at winning the title?
You would bring that up, huh? But I said all along that Utah was the best team in the NBA with a healthy Donovan Mitchell.
Yes.
With a healthy Donovan Mitchell.
Yes.
But as much as I hate to say it, you got a healthy Drummond, and you got a healthy Anthony Davis, and you got a healthy LeBron, and a healthy Schroeder, or Schrader, whatever you call him.
Yeah, Schroeder.
Schroeder. That team in the playoffs. I mean, come on. How do you have to have basically a great game against them to beat them. You can't have turnovers. You have to win the rebounding edge, and the Lakers are killing them on the boards. And with those big guys in there, those trees in there, and then they can bring in a Gasol, bring in a Kuzma, so they don't lose no height.
Yeah.
I think, Jesus, I hope the Lakers don't make it. I just I don't like them.
I mean, you know what I mean?
And I hope somebody does knock them off, but hey, you got to call it the way it is. If they're healthy, and they win the Western Conference.
Well, yeah, that's what one of my boys hit me up this morning. He texted me, he was like, you think the Lakers can pull off the upset? I said, is it really an upset though?
No, No, it's not an
They
upset.
are the defending champions.
Yes. And they're healthy now.
It's an upset. I said they're only in the 7th place because of injury. If they weren't injured, they'd be in the top 3.
Right. Now, if one of those guys go down.
It's done.
Then it's done.
We saw what happened when both Anthony Davis and LeBron was down.
They're a 500. They're a 500 team. They're a 500 team. Yeah.
They couldn't stop the bleeding. They're like,
no.
Somebody get the bandages, the stitches. We can't stop the bleeding.
They're an average team. They're an average team.
Yeah. So I mean, they won a few games, but they are nothing without AD and LeBron, and that's just how it is. So I think that's my pick too, bro. I mean, I'm looking at every other team, like looking at Phoenix, looking at Utah. Looking at Denver, Dallas.
And the Clippers are down 2 games to none to Dallas. And
the Clippers, they kind of tick me off, man.
Yeah,
they
all
need
that talent, huh?
They need to show up.
I think they really are missing Lou Williams now. Now that he's in Atlanta, I don't even know why they made that.
Lemon Pepper Lou. That's who you talking about.
Yeah.
Lemon Pepper. He likes to visit those establishments in Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta. Yeah, I don't know why they got rid of Lou. Lou is instant offense, and I just hope he has a bad series against us. But I think they're missing that. They're missing him on that team, bro. I don't know what's wrong with him. What's wrong with him? I tell you what's wrong with him. Luka. That's what's wrong with him.
He's
a problem.
But bro, I believe this story, and Chris Broussard on FS1, he backed those stories. The inside of them, the inside story of them dodging the Lakers. It's a real. It was real.
Yeah,
and he's an inside NBA reporter. So I'm not Chris Broussard. I trust his sources. So I believe that they dodged Lakers, but I think Luka Doncic is looking like, guys, Luka Doncic is probably the future face of the NBA when you really think about it.
He's averaging 27.7 points against them in 2 games, and the bottom line is they both were W's. They won both games, and now they are going home. Now they got home court advantage. All they got to do is win.
And they're in Texas, so you know that stadium's going to be.
That stadium's going to be rocking. It's going to be packed, and all they got to do is win one, and to continue the home court advantage.
Yep.
So I don't know. That ain't looking good for the Clippers right now. I'll tell you that.
You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna have to go back. They're gonna have to go back to the drawing board next year. Well, they got rid of Lou Williams. They got rid of Montrezl Harrell. They didn't re-sign him. So, different team, different look, different team. We'll see what happens. Still a lot of games.
Yeah, I love Coach Lou, and I like I like Kawhi.
Yeah.
PG, Paul George. I mean, he was good, okay the other night, but I don't know, bro. That's going to be I think it's going to be tough to get 1 win in Dallas.
Yeah.
Let alone 2.
Well, I'm going to watch the game tonight after the Knicks game. So
yeah. So we shall see if the Clippers show
up.
I'm
not going to watch the Nets and Celtic game because I already know what's going to happen there.
We got to go there, bro. I was trying to I really didn't want to mention that. You want to bring it up.
New York, baby, New York, baby,
I mean,
New
come
York.
on. We not even like guys. Look at you see he's not even playing. So give us a break, man. Give us a break. You know what I mean? We would at least pull 1, maybe 2 if he was in there. You know what I mean? Okay. But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm gonna watch it just because I gotta stick with my guys. Gotta stick with my guys, bro. So basically we got a finals of Lakers and Nets.
Yes, that's what I think everybody wants to see that, but don't count the Sixers out.
Yes, okay, yeah, we're going to talk about those teams.
Count Philly out.
Talk about those teams next week, man. I mean, well, we're off next week. The week after, we're going to see the results of this first round.
Yeah, and see what happens.
See what's going on in the second round. So Yeah, man, the NBA is on fire right now. They've been getting good ratings. That the play-in game for that was the play-in game for Lakers and Golden State had like over 6 million people watching.
Yes.
Woo. Yeah, people are ready. They
ready to come back and come to the arenas, and you can just tell that by Madison Square Garden. Look at that, 15,000, right?
15,000, make it sound like it was packed.
And they can go to full capacity. At night they would fill that stadium 19,000. They just put in. But
I'm looking out in Atlanta. You saw what Trae Young said. He said, "See you in the A."
Yeah, we gonna go there.
We gonna be nice. There. The boy's nice. He's an exciting player, man.
Hey, so, it's not like the Knicks. It's not like the Knicks haven't won in LA. We swept them during the regular season, 3-0. So in Atlanta. I'm sorry. So we can win in Atlanta. We're ready.
Hey, man, got a lot going on in the NBA, man. A lot going on. You see, so we see what the results of those games of the first round when we come back. Not next week, but the week after. As we move on from the NBA, bro, let's get into some baseball talk. Because I had some questions on here. I'm looking at, where we're at in the AL East. We're number, Yankees are third. They just,
like a Morgan there.
We lose a game, we win a game.
Now it's a hospital. It's a continued hospital in there in New York now.
And now
Voit is hurt again. Kluber got hurt.
His wrist, he's done for the season, right? Kluber's done for the season.
Well, they said 2 months, but we don't know yet.
I don't know. I seen reports. They said done for the season.
Hicks is done for the
year. Hicks. That's Hicks. My bad.
Hicks is done for the year.
I'm sorry. That was Hicks. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with them. It's an oblique muscle here. It's a tear here. It's a fingernail off my finger. I don't know. The Yankees, and I tell you the truth, I think they're in the best division. They're in the best division in baseball because Tampa Bay is good. The Red Sox are good this year. Toronto's even good this year.
They got a good with that question, bro, because we're already talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this season, to win World Series this season, who are the key players to get to that championship? To win 28.
Mayo, Judge, and Stanton. If they can continue, Judge can continue to hit and stay healthy. If Stanton comes back and stays healthy, and DJ hasn't hit like DJ, he's only hitting like 260. He's usually in the 300s. Mm-hmm. So if those guys get it together, and then Glaber and those other guys pick it up, because we're not getting nothing from the fifth batter down.
Do you think Kluber being down and Hicks being gone for the rest of this season, you think that's going to hurt us?
No, Kluber, I don't think will hurt us because we got Severino and Britton coming back.
Yes, that's true.
So that's a thing. We can bring up pitcher. They brought up Devi Garcia back up so he can pitch a few innings for us. So pitching is not it. It's just the health problem, which again, same as every year. It's these athletes that don't they get hurt with every little motion or every little swing. They just don't build athletes like they did before. Babe Ruth would come to the stadium.
Okay, it's baseball, but you remember years ago how baseball was. It wasn't, it was a lot of guys that didn't have to be athletic. All you had to do was hit home runs. You know what I mean? Do you think these guys are taking care of themselves during the off season? Like what?
I don't know if they did or do or not, but I know that back then they didn't do it. They
didn't do it at all.
Babe Ruth would come to the park drunk with 18 hot dogs and still hit 2 home runs and played every game.
I don't get it.
So I don't get it.
Maybe
I don't get it with today's athletes. I don't know.
That's what's missing? Little liquor.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with them.
A little shot before you get on, go to plate. Go up to hit and pitch.
I think they've gotten the players have gotten real soft because if you look at all the all-time greats, and I'm not talking about the 30s or 40s when Gehrig and Ruth played or anything like that. I'm talking about even the 60s and 70s, like Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, Roberto Clemente, Reggie Jackson. These guys played 22 years without getting hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's something going on. I don't know with these athletes today. I don't know what it is.
Or it's just the Yankee, because it seems like
Well, just the Yankee, because everybody else,
everybody else
I
can
guess
handle.
it's just them.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like every year it's with her, like you just said. Because I was thinking that yesterday when I heard about Hicks being out for the season, I'm like, it's every season. Maybe we judged before, and then when Stanton's been there, he's been in, he's been out, he's been in and is out, and it's like, Severino was gone,
right
last season.
right.
So
I
it's
don't
like,
know. It has to get better. I mean, either we're having a problem with the trainers in the Yankee organization. I don't know what they're doing.
Cashman, let's look at the trainers. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
I understand.
We got money they got money to hire the best.
Yeah,
so
I mean, yeah, bro. I understand it's a little chillier in the Northeast. You know what I mean? It's still good, but it's warm.
Bring Dr. Fauci in there and then have him take over.
Some injections, he's all about poking us with stuff. That's what Fauci. So I don't know. Yeah, they need something.
He'll find a cure. Don't worry. He'll find a cure.
Fix it, man. Or
unbelievable.
Jeez,
unbelievable.
Man.
These athletes that we have today.
Yeah, man. Okay, we're going to keep it in baseball.
Jesus.
Like I was saying before, I was looking at the league leaders and everything, bro. And I wasn't paying attention because one of the teams I don't personally like. We both personally don't like. And the other team, I was just not paying, just really not paying attention to, not, not on purpose, but I wasn't. But should we be paying more attention to the Astros and the Indians?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because
looking at where they're at right now,
Houston's a one game out of first place in the West. The A's are in first place, and Cleveland's in the Central Division, which is they're one game out of and both teams are contending for the wild card, just like us now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and once you get into the playoffs, anything can happen. That's what people don't understand. Like me and you have talked about it before. During the regular season, the playoffs are two different entirely seasons. Anything can happen. So yes, Cleveland's got a pretty good team. They're 16-12 on the road. Play good baseball. Houston plays good baseball at home. They're 16-10 at home. So you get them guys in a series, and they got they play good at home. Any that all that comes into the circumstances. So yeah, you got to watch out for any of the teams. But like I said before, the Yankee division with Toronto, Boston, Tampa. That's I think one of the four toughest teams in the American League, and they're in the same division. So one of those guys, or maybe two, are going to have winning records and still not make the playoffs.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes, it's crazy.
That's like the NFL when 11-5 team don't make the play.
Yeah, and you got a 7-9 team.
7-9 that makes the
playoffs. Come on,
we gotta fix that. I'm sorry, NFL. We need to fix that.
We need to just take the division. We need to just take the divisions away, and just the top 16 teams, the top conference, 8 teams from the conference, and just do it like that. After divisions, forget about the divisions. Let's get rid of the division and put the best teams that are in the playoffs.
That makes sense. I like that.
Yes.
Because I said that was, remember years ago when Seahawks made it in there 7-9. It's like,
in Washington, the Redskins 7-9 last year, 8-8 last year.
But check this out: with the Seahawks, they were 7-9. The Saints were 12-4. Had to go to the Seahawks.
Yeah.
We gotta fix. I'm sorry.
Yeah, why we gotta go there?
Roger Goodell, we gotta fix that.
Hey, why we gotta go to Bloomfield when we had a better record at Bristol Central, right?
It's not. If the White Freeney is watching, he's from Bristol. That's not me.
Yeah.
I'm a former resident. I'm a former resident of Bloomfield.
Sorry,
so I got a lot of respect.
I just threw that in there. Hopefully you'll come on our show if you're watching.
Yes, the White Freeney. Yes. But yeah, man. Like, I guess you're right. So we need to be paying more attention to the Astros and then the Indians.
And they're pretty good ball clubs. They both got good hitting. Good.
Talking about ball club, while we keeping in baseball. Before we get out of baseball, and then league, the top of their division, the White Sox.
Which the Yankees just swept.
Yeah, so
goes to show you anything can happen in baseball.
I don't get it. But they're at the top of their division. Is looking where they're at. Do you think they can make not win the World Series, but make it to the World Series?
Yes. And I'll tell you why. They got a smart manager, Antonio La Russa. He knows baseball.
Mm-hmm.
And he wouldn't have taken that job if he knew he couldn't.
He didn't win. Yeah,
win with that team.
We know what he's about.
And yes, and they are. They got good hitting.
Mm-hmm.
Abreu's good. They got a couple guys. This guy's leading the league in hitting on their team, and they got a good team, man. And I think La Russa makes all the difference on that team, bringing them to like a winning atmosphere and everything. Mm-hmm. And they got good pitching. They got good pitching. They got good pitching. Yeah, they're going to be fun to watch. But we'll see what happens because baseball is a long season.
Yeah.
So I don't take nothing right now. Like I said, the season really doesn't start till July, August for me.
Yeah,
that's when you start separating all the men from the boys. And it's good team
but this time about to start flying. We need to get hot like right now.
Well, the Yankees got a big Memorial Day on Monday. They got 4 games with Tampa. And 3 with the Red Sox. So
June is right.
We're gonna find out how good the Yankees are this coming week.
Okay.
They got Tampa. They got Tampa for 4 games, and they got the Red Sox right after that for 3.
Okay. Since you said that, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna pay it. Because I'm gonna make sure.
Yeah.
Look at their schedules. I'm gonna watch these games.
Yeah.
And we're gonna come back week after next.
And then dissect the Yankees.
Yes, dissect the Yankees because. I'm sorry, people were obsessed with our team when we want 28. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming.
No, it's not one we need it. We need it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we need it. Yeah, we need it. We need especially now that the fans are coming back and everything like that. New York needs a title. They need a championship.
We need to get back to, you can't be not winning a championship, Yankees, and 10 years go by. You have to win a championship within those 10 years. I'm sorry.
Right.
It's been too long now. A-Rod won a championship with us. That's how long it's been.
2009. Jesus. Wow.
Well, all right. All right, let me bring the stress levels back down and bring some joyous back as we move out of baseball with our last topic before we get up out of here. My bro had to remind me. I don't know how. I should have just wrote this down when I saw it because I sent it to him. I saw it on Instagram. I took a snapshot and I sent it to him, and it was pure insight. I wish I heard his voice when he saw the picture because it was pure excitement because we know we like both these fighters.
Yes.
I mean, it's not well, you say Errol Spence is one of the fighters, and his opponent is not Crawford, which that's who we really want him.
I think we'll see that next year. Don't worry.
So the legend, the boxing legend, has stepped up. As we talking about boxing now, I'm sorry if I didn't call it out from baseball. We're talking about boxing. The boxing legend. Errol Spence Jr. is going to face Manny Pacquiao in August. So we got some time, got some time until that fight, August 21st. But I mean, I'm cool with this fight. What you think, bro? What you think about Errol Spence Jr. versus Manny Pacquiao?
Well, we have a legend in Pacquiao.
Yes.
He's a legend. He's a Hall of Famer. He's a legend. Errol Spence is probably one of the top pound for pound fighters in boxing right now.
Definitely, so top 3, definitely top
5. Top 3, definitely top 5. So I don't know. We all know what Pacquiao can do if he's in shape and he's trained for the fight and everything like that.
Yeah.
I just think he picked the wrong time.
Right.
He picked the wrong time to fight Errol Spence. If this fight would have been like maybe Pacquiao in his prime and Errol Spence now, then we would have been talking about maybe a great fight. But I don't see Pacquiao winning this fight. I might see him.
Well, we can say we seen someone else knock Manny Pacquiao out, and we know Errol Spence Jr. has knockout power.
Yes.
If he catches him, if Errol Spence catches that open spot, we can see Pac-Man going down.
Yeah, and I mean, kudos to him because he's already got a Hall of Fame boxing career, you know. But I applaud Manny for even in his later career in fighting the best.
Yes, because
that's exactly what he's doing. I give him props. I give him props for that, for fighting the. I mean, I would, if I was his trainer, I would never tell him, "Hey, let's go fight Errol Spence." No, we're not going to do that. No. But
that's Freddie Roach. If he's still with Freddie Roach, that's Freddie Roach. So
yeah, Manny wants to fight. And remember, he's going to be president of the Philippines in years or something like that. And I think he's going to fight. Maybe I think he will continue to fight, even though I predict that he will lose this fight. But I think he'll fight maybe one or two more times, and then he'll retire.
Yeah, we're both predicting he will lose this fight because of who Errol Spence Jr. is. Yes. You got to remember, folks, Errol Spence Jr. had a horrible, almost lost his life in this car accident. And he came back last year and embarrassed Garcia.
Yes.
He embarrassed Garcia. I don't care what, Garcia, know, he thinks he's tough, but, we knew what was going to happen before that fight.
Right.
Yeah, I think Manny Pacquiao could get hurt.
I don't know about getting hurt, but I think
knocked out. We saw.
It's a possibility. Yeah, it's a possibility.
That's what I mean. It's a
possibility. But don't forget, Manny Pacquiao's a lot of heart, and I don't know. He has the heart of a champion, so never underestimate the heart of a champion, bro.
Yeah, we're not underestimating. Yeah, we don't not going to underestimate, man. Like I said, I'm cool with the fight. Manny Pacquiao bring, this is a money fight, so there'll be some pay-per-view buys on this one. So
Spence wins.
Yeah, Spence. We both say that, Spence.
And we want Spence versus Crawford sometime, maybe in December.
Come on.
Maybe in December. Let's do it. It's been long overdue.
Top-ranked PBC. We have complained about this before on our show.
Yeah. Let's get it together, man.
Yes, bro. Yeah.
You know how much money that fight would bring? Oh my God.
That's what we're talking about legend. That's a legendary fight. We're talking about old school. See, kids need to feel that energy we felt when we watched Boxing Legends. When you knew
we watched Sugar Ray.
It's coming on Saturday night, and there was no way you were missing it.
Right.
That's what you were doing. You heard about the fight. That's what I'm doing that night. They ain't going out on no date or not. Yo, your date. No, she's coming over the house and hanging out with all the boys and all their girlfriends.
I remember when HBO used to have the fights on Saturday nights, and we'd all be sitting in the living room at my cousin's, at my aunt's house, and we'd all watch the fight, and everybody would be a packed living room, but we were watching the Tyson fight, we were watching the Sugar Ray fight, we were watching the Hagler fights, and we were there on the set.
We were there. So boxing give us one, this one will bring eyes to the screen, Spence and Pacquiao, but give us Spence and Crawford, top ranking PBC. You understand? That's what we need. That's what the boxing ecosystem. That's what the boxing ecosystem needs. It needs it. It needs it. Yes, sir. And that's the end of the show, bro. Before we get up out of here, man.
Wow. Already?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Before we get up out of here, you know what I'm saying?
When you see me, we go.
Plug it.
Yes. Get our cable service, Randy the Fire Stick, the freaking Puerto Rican stick, 239-237-8164. All your cable needs for less. We have everything from all your sports packages, included. And we have all your pay-per-view events. We have everything. Give us a call, 239-237-8164. And for the future, we will have special guests from Connecticut athletes on our show. Be prepared for that. That's coming soon. And we'll see you then.
Yes, sir. And if you listen to the show, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you listen on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, make a comment. We need to hear from the people. And if you want to get at the show, you heard us give it to you earlier. Give us a shot on the email. That's toughassballs@gmail.com. That's toughassballs@gmail.com. And make sure you follow us on all our social media. That's Facebook, that's Instagram, that's Twitter. And that's just how, if you're watching it on YouTube, TOUGHASBALS. If you're listening to us on your favorite podcast provider, and for the freaking Puerto Rican, I am the chosen one. And we are up out of here. See you week after next, B.
Peace. New York.
In this limelight, you always gotta show and prove. If we fall down, we get back up again. It's the will inside the battle to the very end. Green light, watch that green light. Man, I worked so hard, get the team right. Had to put it on my back, make it breathe life. Now I'm moving non-stop.